Welcome to Janet Teaches DRU Yoga. This video is going to be a look at the cat postures, which includes the cat, as it would, the weaving cat, the tiger, and the twisted cat. So 4 positions all based on the cat. Now, a lot of positions in yoga are based on animals. You know, cats and dogs and tigers and cows and pigeons and you name it. Because somebody basically looked at nature and thought they move so beautifully, and yet it's the humans amongst us who are awkward and difficult in the movements of our body. So they tried to replicate what that animal was doing into the human body. And which gives us these lovely flowing, and of course that's what DRU's all about. DRU yoga is flow, and this beautiful flow. The cat particularly is a really, it's one that a lot of people are familiar with, but it's doing it correctly, making sure that you get all the breathing and the movements beautifully synchronized. And I always say, think about the animal that you're actually working with. So a cat doesn't have sharp movements, and it doesn't come to it. It's beautifully flowing. It's a very elegant animal. So really think about that. Keep that in your mind when you're performing these things. So we're going to start off with the basic cat. But first of all, as always, we'll do a little bit of a warm-up, because before you do any stretching, it's nice to have just to loosen through the body. So coming up into standing, so tuck your toes under and roll yourself up. Okay. And all we're going to do is just a few flicks to the side. Let's just open you up. Open those arms and legs up. Remember, you can get a whole range of activations on the other videos in this channel. On this channel. Okay, just loosening up, loosening up. Lovely. That's all I'm going to do, because we're just doing some basic postures. So coming down onto your mat. Okay. Now cat. So just watch and then we'll do it together. Now the first thing is knees. You want your knees hip width apart. Hip width, 2 fists together, neatly between your knees. Okay. You want your legs parallel and you want your toes flat. None of this coming up on toes and throwing yourself forward. And the legs parallel, not coming in, not sticking out, parallel. And just have a look at them, just check. You then bring the wrists down. Now you want direct line in from the shoulder to the wrist, so that you're nice and square, okay? The fingers are close together, the cat's got delicate paws. You breathe in, and of course you're always breathing in and out through your nose. You tuck the tailbone under, you arch through the back, and you bring the head down between the arms. Breath in, you push the tailbone away. You flow through the back, dipping it, head gently forwards. So it all starts with this tailbone. The breath in, and then it's breath out as you tuck under and arch. Push away and dip. So it's a lovely flow through the body. So no sharp movements. It's not speed, it's flow. It's just let it flow. Really feel into your body as you're doing that. So you get this lovely, very elegant, very gentle, and yet quite powerful animals. Okay. So get down on your mats, those knees hip width apart, 2 fists together, neatly between your knees, the legs parallel, toes flat. Bring those hands down. You want your wrists directly beneath your shoulders, that straight line. Fingers close together, those delicate paws. Breathe in, and then on your breath out, tuck your tailbone under, arch through the back, head between the hands. Push away. Dip, head gently forwards, and just keep that lovely flowing through your back. Remember the breath out is when you're arching. Imagine squeezing the air out of your body. And then just sit back on your heels and draw yourself back. You can do as many of those as you want. If you feel your back opening, it's really nice. Nice one to do when you've got up in the morning, to just ease out the scrunched up whatever position you've been in during the night in bed. So it really does ease it up. So another one down on our knees is called the weaving cat. So let me just show it you. So what we're doing there, and again, you know, when you do these things, you think, oh yeah, I've seen my cat or dog or next door's cat or dog do these things. So you're in that square position again, so knees hip width apart, legs parallel. And what we're doing is lifting one palm, threading it through the opposite arm and leg, back of the hand down to your elbow, down onto your shoulder, and it's the side of your head. And you bring the arm up. Now, if that's too much for you, you can keep the arm down, or you can just take it across your back like that. Okay. Now, don't be tempted to put something under your head to support it, because that's actually then sending your neck in the wrong direction. So let's do that together. I'm going to do it on the other side. No, I'll do it on the same side, and then we'll do it on the other side together. So, nice and square. Lift one palm. You check that your knees are hip width apart. Bring the hand through, back of the hand down to the elbow, down onto the shoulder, side of the head, and then bring that arm straight up if you can. And just think about where your legs are. Are they still parallel? Have you started bringing them in? Try and keep them parallel. Then bring the hand down, push up, come back to centre. Now I'm just going to turn around so I can do the other side. You can carry on. I just have a wall in the way, so I can't stretch my arm out. Okay. So again, get that hip width to your knees. Those legs parallel, those toes flat. Wrists directly beneath the shoulders, fingers close together. Lift one palm, the opposite palm to the other one. Thread it through, back of the hand, down to the elbow, down to the shoulder, side of the head. Bring the hand up if you can. Let's just move my hair a little bit. Bring the hand down, draw yourself up, sit back. Okay. So we've done the cat and the weaving cat. Now we're going to do the tiger. Now, let me just show you the tiger. I'll do the full thing and then we'll talk through it. Just making sure I've got enough room behind me and I don't hit anything. Yeah, I'm a little bit, I need to just come forward because I was hitting something there. Okay. So it's a straight line, tip of toes to tip of fingers. Now, what you're aiming for there is opposite arm and leg. Do you remember opposite? I do have people who do the same side, which I'm very impressed with. But the minute I point it out, you wobble over. So it is the opposite, that way you get the balance. So you're bringing the knee up towards the nose, and then you stretch it back. I had to move a little because I didn't want to knock into the furniture. And then you bring the opposite arm out in front. Your gaze is along your fingers. Don't have your head down because tigers are hounding through the forest, and that's not going to work if you've got your head down, you can't see where you're going. So get to do that, think about the animal that you're actually working with. So starting off on all fours, as you would for the cat, knees hip width apart, nice and square. Now breathe in, bring your knee towards your nose. Take that leg back out behind you, nice and straight, point the toes. Opposite arm out in front with your gaze along the fingers. Bring the hand back, bring the knee down. Now you're going to do the other side, so make sure your knees are still in the correct position. Breathe in, knee to nose. Take the leg back, nice and flat and straight. Opposite arm out in front. Gaze along the fingers. And then come back down and draw yourself back. So, cat, weaving cat and tiger. So I'm going to bring you up to standing and we're going to do a couple more cat postures. So on your knees, tuck your toes under, fingertips by the side of your knees. Do that unroll, head and shoulders last. Now we're going to do the standing cat and then the twisted cat. So I'm going to do it sideways. So you would start off, as in every position, you want to be in that strong mountain. So feet hip width apart. Remember that's heel to instep and swivel the toes back so that you get that straight line down. Okay. Lift your toes and spread them. And then you want your tummy in, your tailbone under, keep those knees flexed, draw up through your sternum, just open up your arms a bit. Okay, nice steady head. Now what you're aiming for is fingertips like that, so you get your hands in, thumbs across the top. I don't want to see thumbs sticking out or anything, across the top of your knees. Now that doesn't mean gripping here, those elbows come out. So right across the top. Now, when you do it sideways, you breathe in, or I'll do it sideways, and then on the breath out, you tuck the tailbone under, and you arch through the back, and you bring the head down. You push the tailbone away as you breathe in, dip, head forwards, don't overstretch it. Again, you're always starting with the tailbone, just as you do when you're doing it on the floor. So just practicing that, fingers in, you've got your position, roll your shoulders and knees, hands here. Breathe in, your breath out, tuck that tailbone under, arch through the back, bring the head down. Breath in, push your tailbone away, dip the back, head gently forwards. And keep that flowing beautifully through that back. And then just come back to center, just draw yourself up for a minute. Okay, loosen the legs, loosen the arms. So that's a nice one to do. Again, opening up the back, giving it a stretch. One quite nice thing to do is if you say wake up and you're a bit creased and a bit, ooh, my back, do that under the shower with the water hitting this bit. I didn't invent that one. It was a lady in one of my classes came in and she said, oh, my back was aching this morning and I did the standing cat under the shower with that warm water and it was wonderful and it worked. So, you know, pick up tips from other people. But yeah, a nice one in the shower in the morning with the water warm into that little bit there where you're getting that really nice roll. Now, in the same position, we're going to do the twisted cat. So I'm coming back to where I started. It's breath in, and then I drop the shoulder down as if it's pointing between the toes, and I turn and look up. I come back, I breathe out the other way. And so on. So the twisted cat, you turn it, so you're dropping that shoulder, so it's pointing between your feet. As always, breath into the middle, breath out when you go the other way. So you'll feel it through your shoulders, you're going to stretch, and you're opening up the back even more. So again, feet hip width apart, heel to instep. Nice and loose, tummy in, tailbone under. Those hands, so the thumbs across the top and your fingers pointing towards each other. Okay, now breath in, you breath out, drop one shoulder pointing between the feet and look up above the other one. Breathe in, come back to center. Breathe out, go the other way. Again, gentle, flowing. Cat doesn't move sharply, it flows elegantly. Back to the center, dip those knees, unroll and come up. So those are the cat postures. Sometimes we use them as a preparation stretch, sometimes as part of the postures, and sometimes as part of a sequence. So we use them in a number of ways. If you want to do a full class, then you're welcome to sign up separately, contact me with the details on this video at the bottom, and you can come to online classes either via Zoom live or on this channel. So do enjoy yourself. Have a good day. Namaste.